Huh? What? Oh, uh, all right. My turn. Okay. Hi. My name's Diener. The Blade Cartel has asked me to come here to, I don't know, come to terms, resolve some matters, I guess. Um, I'm a knife addict, apparently. That's my buddy Kevin. Duty's Daggers, that's what he calls me. I think that's a little bit too strong of a term. I think more of, it's a weakness. I have a weakness, okay? That's what I'm calling it. Uh, Jason, he's kind of neutral on the matter. We're kind of in the same boat, right? He has the channel Knife Dope. Anyway, Roll Shambo, he's been real supportive. He says he's here for me, and I'm just kind of here to just get some stuff off my chest. Yeah. So anyway, let's just get on with this. EDC enthusiasts, EDC addicts, EDC aficionados, I'm Diener. Welcome to the channel, Genetic Modified Viking. It's a weakness. We're going to go with that. We got a knife to review today. It is in my top 20, possibly my top 10, but for sure my top 20. And that is it's a Spyderco. And this is the Spyderco Swayback. I'm going to tell you guys, it is a phenomenal knife. It is, for $189 on Blade HQ right now, it is the absolute best buy. Better than anything, any Spyderco right now. And possibly better than any other knife. So let's get into it right now, guys. Top down view. There we go. They do a really good job. They have this pouch, as opposed to anything of the USA made. Comes in this standard, ordinary, everyday, just run-of-the-mill, cheap box. The ones that I'm going to assume, I don't know. I'll find out once I get into another unboxing I'm going to be doing for the Spyderco Drunken. I'm guessing it's going to be the same pouch because it comes from the same plant over there in Taiwan. But this is what it comes in. Pretty decent quality. Love the logo on there. And there it is right there. And I'm going to tell you, I am totally, absolutely, totally impressed. I'm going to pull out the steampunk Hank here because it deserves it. Totally impressed with this knife. It is a 4.5-inch titanium frame. It's a dark stone wash. And look at that. It's got reversible pocket clip. I'm going to see if Lynch has got a replaceable pocket clip for that rather than the stock one. But still, it's kind of nice because it does have the logo on there. It looks like it would be fairly easy in and out of the pocket. Nice ramp there. But that's a 4.5-inch titanium frame. Now, this is not, nice and open design. This is not a flicker of any sort. There's just barely enough room for me to get my big sausage thumbs in there. But this thing is a slow rollout. Similar to like the Chris Reeves. I got to believe it's on washers and definitely not on bearings. Just from the action that you get out of it. But here's that slow roll. And there it is. That's like a polished, stone-washed CTS XHP blade. 3 9/16, just a little bit over a ½ inch. Is that beautiful or what? Look at that finish. And that is a Wharncliffe, but it's kind of a modified Wharncliffe, but we'll go with Wharncliffe. Oh, I still got the pouch, or rather the protector on there. Let's see if I can get that out of there. There we go. That little thin disc on there. But look at that. That is a beautiful, beautiful knife. It is frame lock. Lock bar insert is fastened from the inside. You can see the screws right there. It's got a little bit of a lock bar stick. Not bad, but just a little bit. Real clean. Perfect centering. See if I can roll it out without having to dual stage. There it is. Yeah, listen to that click, guys. I'm going to pull it up to the microphone. Oh, it's just so nice. Similar to like a Chris Reeve. I had a Chris Reeve. I ended up sending it back because I thought the price was a little bit crazy, and I didn't like the micarta. I'm just going to go with a plain glass blasted titanium frame on anything that I get. I just don't like the designs of the Chris Reeve micarta inlays. But anyway, that is the Spyderco Swayback. Beautiful knife. Look at that. Look at that. Can you guys see that? Look at that. Everything. And that's stone washed. But it's like a polished stone wash. Beautiful. Beautiful knife. I absolutely love this knife. It is, without a doubt, in my top 20. Possibly more. Now, I'm going to bring out, a couple more Swayback designs just to kind of compare. First, I'm going to bring, let me grab a PM2. Here we go. Gives you an idea. The handle is a little bit smaller, a little bit shorter. The frame on the Swayback is 4.5 inches. So as you can see, the frame on the PM2 is quite a bit longer. Not quite a bit, but like 1/4 of an inch, maybe 3/8 of an inch. But we're going to say 1/4. And then the blade, if you notice here, it doesn't really show it because of the way the camera is setting. But the blade is actually longer, not much, but maybe 1/8 of an inch longer than on the PM2. Obviously, the cutting edge is better. So the blade to handle ratio is going to be better on the Swayback than on the PM2. But enough of the PM2. Just want to show you that in comparison. Now, the Torx bits, I believe it's a T8 on the pivot. And the pivot is got Torx bits on both sides, so I'm guessing these are going to spin. I don't know. I've not messed around with it yet. And then it's T6s on the screws that are on the standoffs there. T6s on the pocket clip, and the same here. So T8 is only on the pivot screw. But I love this knife. I mean, I just love it. I love the contrast between the dark stone wash and that polished stone washed blade. Beautiful. So let's just put him here. And I've got a few more Swaybacks. I like the design of the Swayback, but if the arch here in the handle is too exaggerated, it's not a real comfortable knife. This one is, though. It gives you almost a little bit of leverage in between, the arch where it digs in here, and there's no jimping here, but it feels really good. You can choke up on it. If you choke up on it, you kind of get rid of the last part of that arch. You notice a little hot spot here where the lock bar access is, and it's not real. It's not rounded off. They probably could do better by rounding that off a little bit, because when you put that in your hand, that middle finger right there, and you go to grip it in there, you can see right there. If I squeeze a little bit, yeah, look right there. But it's not horrible. You don't really notice the pocket clip too much, but it definitely is there. They might be better off just kind of making that a little bit lower profile, because it is the pocket clip thickness is about 2/3 of the thickness of the frame itself, as you can see right there. So they could probably improve that pocket clip quite a bit. I'm going to see what Lynch has to offer on that. So there is the Swayback. Now I'm going to bring over another one, and that's this one here. That's the PE3. Oh, I blew that here. There we go. That's a front flipper. This thing is so snappy. That's the Cubist PE3. And my hands are a little bit oily right now. But there's that one. Now, if you notice here, I just want to show you the profile difference. Notice how the Swayback here is pretty subtle as it ramps up to the back of the knife. Look at how high that is. And I have to tell you, that, for me, in my hand, is not the best. but I just wanted to bring it out to kind of compare and to show you. This one here, when it's in hand, this is so high, it just doesn't feel right. Although I have to tell you, the notch out here for getting to the lock bar, this is much more comfortable than on the Spyderco. But it is because of that squared edge right there. They do not round that edge off at all. That's definite something that they could do to improve that. So that is the Cubist PE3. Next is one of my favorite swaybacks. This is the Monterey Bay Knives Swayback. This is the original version. Beautiful knife. I think these are T8s on the pivot. Yep, T8s on the pivot. And even on back here on the spacer back here. These are all T8s. Now I'm going to see it. I don't even know if the this is, where's it at? Yep, T8. And then the pocket clip, yeah, also T8. So the back spacer screws are T8. Everything's T8. But this is a liner lock. And again, very similar in terms of the subtleness of that handle of the frame as compared to the PE3. Love this knife. This is in probably definitely in my top 20. I don't think it's in my top 10. This is, if you like Laconico designs, there's Ray Laconico's name right there. This is definitely a must if you're a Laconico fan. And then the other one is this beast. This is the XSL. Let's see. XLS. There we go. XLS. Extra large swayback. Look at this guy. Woo! It is a beast. I'm going to pull it down here. I'm going to get rid of the little guys. Just kind of move them out of the way. But there he is there right next to the Spyderco Swayback. So that'll give you an idea. I'm going to bring in the PM2 just for comparison. There you go. And if you notice, the handle on the extra large swayback is just about the same. No, actually, it's maybe a 1/16 of an inch longer. And the camera angle, you can't see it, but it's a little, maybe an 1/8 of an inch longer. And the blade is about an 1/8 of an inch longer as well. So proportion-wise, this may be probably pretty close to the same blade to handle ratio as a PM2. I don't know. I'm going to have to run the numbers on that. But that's the bigger version of it. This is one of my favorites as well. I just like the size of it. Very similar ergos. It's probably more comfortable just because that rounded edge here on the frame. As you can see, they're contoured. A little bit more comfortable than the Spyderco Swayback, but not horrible. This is not horrible, guys. I'm not beating it up. I'm just saying they could have rounded that right there, and it would have improved the comfort of this knife dramatically. But there it is. Oh, I love it. I love that glassy smooth. Yeah, that's so nice. So nice. If you got $189 in your pocket and you want a really, really good quality, well-built swayback knife right now, Blade HQ, $189. Can't go wrong. I got 3 of them. I bought one for me, I got one for my son, and I got one just sitting in the wing in the event that there's somebody out there that I eventually want to give that to. So at any rate, there you go. Gonna pull up here off of the top down. That's it for right now, guys. I got a couple more knives I want to look at yet tonight. I want to speed right along here, do this one as fast as I could. So that's that. That is the Spyderco Swayback as compared to the other Swaybacks that I have. Take a look at this box. I'll be unboxing this one at some point in the future here. This is Spyderco. There's the standard box, so you can kind of see the difference between those. This will be kind of fun. And I'll be doing a video tomorrow morning. But in the meantime, like the video, share the video, subscribe. If it was any value at all and you enjoyed this video, do the like on it. Give me that thumbs up. I want to spread the love a little bit and grow the channel. So until the next video, this is Diener. I'm signing out. And later, boys.